Yes, sir, Ski. What up, man? Swat 94.1, Joey Franchize here. My man's. Well, I'm first up. I'm in the presence of two goats right now. We got LA to go, and we got the goat JD. What's popping?
What's happening?
Ain't nothing,
Yo.
man.
Yeah.
LA, what's good, my guy?
What's going on, Joe?
You know the vibes, man. We just out here maintaining. My man's got the 8 bands going up on the radio right now. I mean, it must be a hell of a feeling now to hear that joint in rotation like that. In your city.
No cap.
So tell me, man, JD, I want to ask you, what did you see in LA that made you want to pursue it? I know it was on your IG Live a while back. You were feeling the record. You were talking about how you was feeling the record. So what made you push the button on it?
Well, really, he was freestyling over Money and a Thing, right? So a lot of people can't get on that beat. You know what I mean? Like a lot of new artists ain't really like they can't. That ain't they flow, and they try to make it seem like it's old or whatever. And that ain't our thing. So to hear a young cat doing that without having my influence or me knowing him or anything, he started having his people hit me up, like having all his people go to JD page and hit him up. So I started looking at my phone like, what's going on? Who is this? What is this? What's going on? What is this GOAT situation? Because they was putting all these GOATs in my chat, right? So I'm like, what the hell is this, right? So I checked it out, and he actually was, he was flowing to the beat. So I was impressed by that, just like off the rip, like he was saying something, and he was actually rocking to the beat. So then I was like, let me just check it out and see what else he got on his page. I went to his page and I heard the 8 bands, and I'm like, this sounds like a song already. Like this, like, you know what I mean? Like it sounded so familiar, like one, because of the sample, but it also sounded like it was crafted like it was already a record that was out. So I was just like, this must be out already. So I checked it out, and I just kept, I watched the video, and I'm just like, that's how, a lot of times this is how I found my talent. You know what I mean? I find talent by being on the internet and really, really listening and checking. And nobody told me about him. It was just basically his and I interaction, and I went to his page and checked it out, and I'm like, if this ain't out, it need to be out immediately.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all it was. That was the gas right there.
And I felt that same energy you did as soon as I heard the record and I saw the video for it. I'm like, this kid's from Tampa? Yeah. So, LA, I got to ask you real quick, man, what made you jump on, Money Anything? Being from Tampa, the vibes is different down south. And, you got that Southern hospitality. And, well, JD's from the South. He knows the deal. And, I mean, what made you choose that beat? Such a classic record. You got 2 GOATs on there with Hov and JD. What went through your mind when you was doing that?
I don't know. Well, basically, it was just like, it was one of the beats on YouTube that, you feel me, that, because everybody, like, call themselves freestyling with their little little verses on Instagram and stuff, but I'm more, like, passionate about it. Like, if you gonna say you freestyling, you gotta really be freestyling. So I be picking the more difficult beats to rap on, and, like, when I popped up in the suggestion thing, I'm like, whoa. Because I actually heard it during your mix in the afternoon one time. I was like, boy, that'd be crazy, that instrumental on YouTube. And I went and searched, and I was like, man, I'm finna get on it. But, since it's being JDB, I was like, man, I'm gonna have him add JD, see if he come and reposted the song. But it was kind of like the domino reaction to all this what's going on now. So it was a blessing.
Shout out to LA for that, man. It's crazy it's crazy how the internet works, man. And JD, an artist like of his caliber just landed on your lap like that. And I know you've seen his work ethic and seeing him on the IG lives and how busy he gets. Like, I remember waking up in the morning and this guy's just, he's just flowing. He's just spitting like effortlessly. I mean, do you feel like that's a lost craft in this generation that we in right now with music and rap?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I mean, it's not a lot of artists that come out wanting to show this, right? You know what I mean? Like me and LA had a conversation about, like, last month. He wanted to go to Philly and get on with Cosmic Kev, and just like when Cosmic Kev hit everybody at Def Jam, like, yo, the boy really can rap, right? Then LA hit me like, JD, call Flex, call up, you know what I'm saying? He want that smoke. Right, that ain't usual in this time period that we in right now. There's a lot of artists that's scared to get up on that mic, and you know what I'm saying, when they get that pressure like that. So that's like I said, that's something that I didn't know he had in him. So to see it in him now, it just feel like, damn, I really found something special, you know?
Facts. And you know, with Florida being like a melting pot for a lot of artists, he sticks out like a sore thumb because I've never, and respectfully, I've never seen anybody with that type of energy that he brings to the mic. And LA, I gotta ask you, man, where does that all stem from, man? What were these records, or who have you been watching, growing up and coming up that, you actually were influenced by in that style and embracing the freestyle?
I don't know, cause it's like, it's a lot of people that freestyle that you would never like think that they really be freestyling. Like growing up, me and my granddad used to listen to the Michael Jackson like vinyls on the record player and stuff. And then like as I got older, I seen like Michael Jackson was punching in when he making songs. Like he ain't sitting down there right, he just saying what comes to his heart and mind. So like Michael Jackson, and you got this Drake, cause Drake like crazy when it comes to like writing something down, cause his penmanship is ridiculous. And then, like, as far as, like, the freestyling, it's just always something I like to do in my spare time. And then, like, watching them Smack DVDs, not being from up there, not being able to know, like, how they actually do it. I ain't know back then that they were writing. So I'm trying to do what they doing, like, amongst my friends, but off the top of the head, because that's how I think they coming. So that's what kind of, like, triggered it. And then, like, once Lil Snoop, like, kind of got big off of it, I was like, man, I could do that, too. So I started, like, really pushing that more than the music. But I could always make good music. It wasn't time for me to make music at the time, I think.
That's what's up. In LA, I gotta ask too, what was it like getting that phone call, getting that cosign from JD and you being on board and him getting behind what you got going on?
I ain't gonna lie. It was exciting because it's like I grew up watching him, and you feel me, all the artists he don't put out and the artists he don't work with. So it is dope. But it's like I'm excited, but I'm also eager, like, I'm ready to go ahead and get it. Let's go, Tenny, like, mash the gas. But we be working. He told me we got to face it. We can't just give him everything.
No, it's definitely a good look for the city, man. We definitely proud of you over here. And JD, man, like, it's really rare sometimes to see you kind of, work with like the younger guys. Cause, I feel like a lot of the guys is just kind of hard to work with and they kind of move at their own pace. Cause they, a lot of them may feel like they know it all. Well, that's the kind of perception I get. So tell me, what is it that you look for when you're pursuing artists? I mean, you got LA.
To be honest, I wasn't even actually looking for. I wasn't looking for him. I mean, like, they hit me, like, I'm always looking for talent though, but I wasn't looking for him at the time. And like I said, I had to tread water because I was excited about it, but I didn't know if he was signed. I didn't want him to play me like, Doc, you're $1 short, a day late.
Right.
So I was just trying to see how it was gonna go, and he hit me like, what we gonna do with it? And I'm like, oh, what you talking about? You ain't signed? And he's like, nah. So then it was like, I start just having conversation with him. I realized, like, yeah, he a student of the game. That's one of the things I think that, more or less than anything, that these younger artists that you talking about, I don't think they really studied the game. Like he just said right now, he be watching Smack DVDs, and he from Tampa, right? So a lot of people don't probably even understand what he talking about, but that's a training. That's like a school, you know what I mean? And he thought they was freestyling, so he tried to start his skills up. Like, I'm listening to him say that right now. This is the first time I ever heard him say that. That's making me realize this guy's a different type of animal. Cause in his mind, what he doing, ain't nobody else see him doing that. You know what I'm saying? Cause he done pushed himself to a space that ain't even a real space. You understand what I'm saying? So It's like, that's a training, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, and it was like little things like that. That's what I found, like, when I started talking to him, even before we even got the deal going, we was just talking, conversating, trying to figure out how we was gonna work it out. And I just started hearing like little stuff that he was doing. I'm like, oh, Holmes really on a whole different bag. So I mean, that I like that. You know what I'm saying? He pushed me to go go harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, he got a little vapor on today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I see that. I see. Y'all both styling over there. I see y'all.
Yeah, he tried to come out on me. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know what I mean? I got to step it up on him because he's trying to come out on me.
Oh my God. It's so dope that like he put that battery in your back, man. Being a legend already, bro. I mean, shoot. I mean, bro, it's like you're JD. You know what I mean? Like in hip hop, we look at you, you're icon. That's the first thing we think of. No doubt. And it's a pleasure to have you here. And it's a pleasure that you got Tampa on board with you. This is amazing. Have you guys connected yet to like in person with all the COVID stuff going on? Have y'all worked in the studio together yet?
No, we ain't got a chance to work in the studio yet, but that's coming real soon. You know what I mean? We just want. I really, like I said, once I put my mind on getting this done, I just really wanted to make sure the deal was right. You know what I'm saying? And like I was telling him, like I know a couple of times he probably ain't even believe that I was gonna even make it happen, but I kept. You know what I mean? I knew what I wanted to do, and I know it's a space for this. And the one thing that I love about this that I can always like pat myself on the back is that everybody else that I hear talk about him, they had the same comments to make. We did an interview early today, like I said, Cosmic Kev, everybody that's done coming to acquaintance with him, they all had the same conversation. So I'm like, okay, JD, you know, as I'm talking to myself, I'm like, boy, you done found one. You know what I'm saying? But so I feel real good about it. So I can't. By the time we get in the studio with each other, this shit gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy because he got the energy. He got the energy that's gonna feed me to make me go crazy, and then hopefully that energy go back his way. You know what I'm saying?
No, and the cool thing, man, is he's calm, cool, collected, and he's just eager to work. And let alone being signed with you in Def Jam, it's like he knows he's got to hit the pedal and put that foot on the gas. In LA, man, I gotta ask you, brother. JD's got the his contact list is crazy in that phone. That phone is a crazy phone. Is there anybody you need him to push the button on, bro? Or are you looking forward to pushing the button as y'all keep building this relationship?
Oh, we already did that.
Like we already done pushed the button on something. We ain't gonna really keep talking. We gonna push the button. You feel me? So
we done already
we going crazy.
We already done did that. You know what I mean? Like I said, LA. The one thing I will say is that he know he got it. He know he got a deal. Like I said, I want to do these calls with the radio station, let the city know, because I had seen some messages where people was like, they acting like they ain't never heard of him, or they was like, who is this dude? JD done came out here and signed, and almost like I just rolled up on somebody that wasn't even popping like that. So I just want to make sure I make sure everybody in the city, they got their mind right and understand. I'm in here, I'm in the city, and I see what's happening, and my dude is the one that's happening right now. So let's surround him. Everybody in Tampa, let's make it go where it's got to go.
Best believe, man, we are tapped in for sure, man. We got that joint running in the mix show right now. So, man, we're going to keep running that 8 bands. It's all love, baby. We got it. Yo, JD, yo, LA, I appreciate y'all taking the time, man. I'm looking forward to what y'all got going on in the future, for real.
No doubt. Thank you.
Great
yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
All right.